So great to join with you tonight, Susanne. Are you in Crete? Did I have that right? You're not in Denmark?
Yes, that's right. And I'm in a room called Brian's room. What a coincidence. So it's standing on the door because there was
Did
a
you
person.
choose it on purpose, or is it just
No, I didn't.
synchronicity?
But I know the man who was Brian. He's not alive anymore, but he was here many years in this special hotel, and he was so passionate about this place. So Brian's room, and here I am with a very good energy. And it's really amazing that you asked me actually for this month, because you can see my backdrop. It's
Take your passion and make it happen.
yeah, and when you show my map, you will understand why.
Well, I think I can bring up your map
Yes.
now, and I've got it here next to your profile. And see, it's also flicked through there your action map and self map. Tell us a little bit about your work, Susanne, what you're
Yeah.
doing with goal mapping.
I would like to say that in the beginning, in 2018, I made this map with you, and my life was very gray on the inside. I was lost, and I really needed a map to navigate after. And the date when I wanted this to actually happen is in August 2023.
And I see the date is August 2023. Yeah.
Yeah, and guess where I am at that date? I am still
Achieving your goal?
I am still in Crete, because this year I really want to dive deep into being an online coach. So I had a vacation from my job for 3 months. So I'm going to stay in Crete for so long to really dive in deep, because it's been a long journey, 5 years, and I've used the online coaching system to really dive deep into every area of my life. Not only 30 days per year, but 30 days every year. So I have really been disciplined about using this system. And it's the same way that I coach people, also doing the life balance and the power questions and everything. And I take them through this goal mapping area. And it's so easy to do online. But I felt, because I was coaching people to take their passion and actually make it happen. And sometimes when they had a dream and then they wanted to go to Italy and they wanted to make a new career. And I was like, yeah, that's great. And that's great. But I was sitting with a little feeling that it's great, but I don't really do it myself. And then I had this very strong feeling about going to Crete for a longer time. And when you asked me to share tonight, I realized that this goal map has really been working in my mind without. I'm not looking at this map every day, but it's so strong, and I made it with you. So I will always also say that you can make your map yourself, but you really go deep if you have a coach.
And the start date of the map is 2016, is that right? Or
18.
2018? Yeah.
Yeah, so it was kind of a 5 years long goal, and I was thinking, no way I can manage this, because every area of my life, I think it was in zero, all of them. I was totally burned out. I was divorced, and I lost my job because I had a depression and anxiety, and yeah, everything was very difficult for me.
And I know that you've created a lot of maps, and I've watched you grow over the years. And of course, you started with the coach certification, but then did the facilitator and then practitioner as well. And now also one of the coach trainers helping the new people to learn goal mapping and when they want to take the certification. Who is your favorite people to help with goal mapping? Who are the people you love to work with, Susanne?
I love to work with people who cares for other people, like social workers, like myself, or nurses, or people in the healthcare, because they have a very big heart for helping other people. But what I see is that they often forget themselves, exactly as I did myself.
Yeah.
So it's so easy to burn out. And what I realized is that many people have a difficulty to make self-care a habit. So on my journey, I have used the goal mapping system to make a self-care program called the Lighthouse Self-Care, where you when you have used this map for 30 days, I teach people to actually do it every day, a little step every day in a self-caring way. And for me, it's really important, because if you imagine a lighthouse, you need to take care of your own battery, because otherwise there are no light in the top.
Yeah.
So that's why I have a step-for-step program to keep the light. And if I don't do it every day, I really feel that yeah, it's easy for me to burn out, because I'm so trained to be a lifeboat more than a lighthouse. And in the beginning, you were my lighthouse, and I was really, you were my hero, and you still are, but I really needed to find my own light.
Yeah,
So
sure.
yeah, so it's been so amazing, and I think my niche is really, a lot of people, when they talk about their passion, they often put it away, because no, I can't do this, because yeah, they have a lot of limiting beliefs and things like that. And every time I hear something like that, and I see the fire in people's eyes, it's like, yes, you can. If you think you can, you can. I know the system. You can use the system. Let's try. And I now know that I have been, goal mapping in the beginning was with everyone around me. It was people who was living next door, or it was people in the shops. I was finding the people, but now I'm more like attracting the people. Just, they ask me, how can you be positive within? How can you always be happy? And how can you just travel? And it's because I have a map. And if I hadn't had this map, I would get lost, because I was lost. But now I found my way, and it's so nice to go slow and live a simple life. Actually, I have been moving from a big flat to a small flat, and I have been cleaning up all my stuff and really make a conscious cleanup. So when I saw your presentation, I was laughing in myself, because I think I'm a bit of a gypsy. Now I would like a van. I have my next 5 years dream is to have this little camper van, and drive around, do dream and drive instead of walk and talk, and yeah, just go around and lifting lives with online goal mapping. So it's amazing, this system.
I have your life map here on the screen as well, and your action map also.
Yeah,
And what do you think for you, Susanne, is the most important goal that you've achieved?
it's standing tall and really being the light, instead of trying to doing the light, or what you can say, but being this you talk a lot about positive thinking, but the positive feelings, that's really amazing, because that's been a very difficult thing for me to not have this negative emotions. So the feeling of coming home and really living my purpose and being a lighthouse, I have really thought about that. I should live lives and everything like this, but now I know that being in yourself and shining out from inside, I think that's my purpose, to be a lighthouse, connecting with other people also wanted to shine their light.
And I know that you're very taken with our mastery program, Warrior Within.
Yes,
One
I am.
one of the TP elders.
Yeah.
And of course, Warrior Within and life mapping is all about enhancing the being, and you feel that that's come to the core of your being, helped you to be that light and to help others?
Yes, it's really like the mindset before was from the outside in, now it's from the inside out. And because I've been working so much with myself being the lighthouse, so now I'm also taking the next step to actually shine my light and help others to find their passion and make it happen.
And is there a particular example or memory from the past of someone that you've helped with goal mapping that's particularly pleasing for you that you want to share with us?
I have an example of a lady who also took the whole journey, and the first one was, of course, her whole life, and she was like, "Oh, I would like to move to Italy 10 years from now, but oh, I can't." Yes, let's make a map on that. And we made this 10 years map. And then we came down to her first map, and it was like, I would like to lose some weight, and I would like a bike, on electricity, but it's so expensive. And I asked her, have you made your research? Do you know how expensive the bike is? Because if you had this bike, you could also lose your weight. And oh yeah, now you're thinking. And then after 2 weeks, she came back and she asked me to come outside, and she was showing me this bike. And she said, actually, because I put this bike on my map, I realized that I could go more cheap than using the bus and everything if I buy this bike over some couple of months. So she was so happy with this bike. But actually, this week I talked to her. She has now sold her house and moved to a smaller house, and she has found her place in Italy, and she's crazy about this goal mapping as well. And yeah, it's really amazing what it can do, but it's also sometimes on a long term. So you can also get a little impatient, or what I can say.
Yeah.
But that's what I realized today. It's you don't have to, because when you have made the map, even though it's 5 years or 30 days, it will happen.
Yeah.
And I also actually I have another example for my own. You really have to take care what you write, because one day I was writing, I wanted a job, very close where I live. Just I could walk over there. And after 2 weeks, I had a job in the bar with smoke and high music, and it wasn't exactly what I wanted, but I wasn't very
It wasn't specific in the
no, I wasn't
words.
specific. So I have really learned to only ask what I really want. Yeah.
And what are your goals for the future? What's your plan? Obviously, to be in Crete and to do online coaching.
Yes, but also I also before I left, I was so close to quit my job. I told them that if I had to stay in this job, they had to give me the opportunity to work with goal mapping to help my colleagues not to burn out. And I told them that I would use a camper van because we have one where I work. So my plans when I come back in September is to make a little pilot project for 3 months to show them how this system really kicks ass. So I have many plans with goal mapping.
Well done, Susanne. And if anyone here tonight wants to contact you, is it okay that they reach you through the coach profile? You've got your contact details already programmed in?
Yes, they are more than welcome. And I am I'm online from now and the rest of my life.
And super passionate as well.
I am so passionate because it's really amazing what this can do. I'm just so excited about it. It's amazing.
Thank you for making the time to speak with us tonight, Susanne.
Thank you for.
I'm sure it's going to go really, really well in Crete. It's one of my favorite places, and I envy you being there for the next 3 months, but it's one of the great benefits of being able to work online and just reach out to people wherever they are.
And I
coaching
must say,
exactly.
sometimes when you really are in this, I call it lighthouse zone, when you are in yourself. Today it's just a short little story, but today I was in a little beach bar, and there was a man. He was saying, "Hello, where are you from?" "I'm from Denmark." "Oh, okay, let's speak Danish." He has moved down here to live from now, and and he
Yeah,
was like, "What are you doing?" And I told him I'm working with this goal mapping as a coach, and he was like, "I know a place, and I'm also thinking about making events in Crete. Do you want to come and see it?" And I was like, "Yes, of course I will." So many things happening. It's a
law of
good time.
attraction.
Yes.
Well done. And thank you again for joining tonight,
Yeah.
Susanne.
Thank you.
Look forward to being with you again soon. Take care.
You too.